Good morning, students. We continue our 8th chapter, Ashoka, the emperor who gave up war. In previous video, we studied the emperor and capital city. Megasthenes, the ambassador sent by the Greek ruler Seleucus Nicator, he described the emperor and the capital city. How the emperor is treated when he held a public gathering or public meeting. In this video, we have to see the description of capital city of Mauryan Empire, Patliputra, according to Megasthenes. Megasthenes, he observed the capital city of Mauryan Empire, Patliputra, and then he wrote about it. Megasthenes observed that Patliputra, the present day Patna, it is in Bihar state. So Megasthenes wrote, Patliputra is a large and beautiful city. As per the opinion of Megasthenes, Patna, present day Patna, in past time it was known as Patliputra. It is a large and beautiful city. Further he described that it is surrounded by a massive wall, a huge wall. It encircles the city. This Patliputra, it is surrounded by a massive wall, a huge wall for the protection of the city, as it is a capital city. Further he said Patliputra has 570 towers and 64 gates. A keen observation was made by Megasthenes, and then he wrote that Patliputra has 570 towers and 64 gates. Further he wrote the houses. He has given the description of the houses and palace, the king's or the emperor's palace in Patliputra. He wrote the houses in Patliputra are built of wood and mud bricks. The houses in Patliputra, they are built of wood and mud bricks, and the houses, they are of 2 or 3 stories. The houses, they are not of single story, but the houses, they are of 2 and 3 stories. Then he has given the description of the palace of emperor. He has described the emperor's palace. He said the emperor's palace is of wood and decorated with stone carvings. Megasthenes wrote about the emperor's palace that emperor's palace is of wood and decorated with stone carvings. Carvings on stone. On huge stones carvings were made. So the emperor's palace is of wood and decorated with stone carvings. Then he further added the palace, the emperor's palace is surrounded with gardens and enclosures for keeping birds. The emperor's palace is surrounded with gardens and enclosures for keeping birds. Why there were enclosures for keeping birds? As in previous video we have seen, in public gathering, when there is procession, that time some guards, they carry trees on which live birds and especially trained parrots that encircle on the head of the emperor. So there were enclosures for keeping birds. So these 2 descriptions regarding the capital city and second about Patliputra. these two accounts were given by Megasthenes. Thank you, students.